and I be trying to keep it cute. But for you to call the Breakfast Club and be like, "Oh, the reason why I'm asking for spousal support is because she wants everything like what?"
Offset says he doesn't need Cardi B, but then asks for spousal support. Like, which one is it?
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So Offset is asking for spouse support from Cardi B, and this has gotten the entire internet talking. So if you don't know what's going on, Cardi B and Offset is going through a divorce, and in the divorce agreement, Offset is asking for a spouse support, not child support, spouse support. And this has gotten Cardi B to respond, because we all know Offset and Cardi B, how the toxic this relationship or marriage really is. So Offset, it was released that Offset went to speak to Breakfast Club, letting them know that yes, he asked for spouse support because he feels like Cardi B is not always with the children. Cardi B does not want him to see the children, even though in the court agreement, in the divorce agreement, Cardi B's house is going to be the primary home for the children. Cardi B is going to be the primary caregiver, even though they're going to share custody. And even though with all that, Offset is asking for spouse support, and people are giving him the side. They're like, why are you asking for spouse support? And he was like, it's because Cardi B is not always with the children. So after that news broke on Breakfast Club, Cardi B could not hold it back. We all know that Cardi B is always going to respond. Even though we've not heard from her for a couple of months now, she was going to respond. So Cardi B responded to Offset's claim that she's not with the children, and how the divorce so far has been going, and how Offset has been ghosting the children. Even though he promised to see the children, how he has stood these children up on multiple occasions, not seeing the children, because Offset is claiming that Cardi B is keeping his children away from him. So this all has gotten people talking. So we're going to the Breakfast Club break down the news and then people's response to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Speaking of rappers, Cardi B and Offset. So TMZ exclusively broke a story that Offset is asking for spousal support in his divorce from Cardi B. So they say that the rapper filed an amended divorce response earlier this month, and he is now asking that Cardi B pay him spousal support. He does not request a specific amount in the documents. The rest of the requests look relatively unchanged. Offset is still asking for joint custody of the children, and he wants Cardi's place to serve as a primary residence for the kids. Now, when these reports came out, I like to reach out and figure out what is going on. I reached out to both sides. We heard back from Offset's team. Offset team says that he does not need the money, that this was filed because he alleges that Cardi B was trying to come at him on things that were not fair. He alleges that she wants to decide when he can see the kids. He also alleges that Cardi B is asking for everything, like the properties and the cars. So his attorneys did this. And he also alleges, and this is a big allegation, he also alleges that he did this because Cardi B is barely ever with their kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's playing out in court, and I'm sure there'll be an update.
I wonder. I mean, listen, I don't. If it's available, I guess you should pursue it. But I don't understand why men need spousal support. Because what are you using the money for? If the man had primary custody of the kids, then I would understand. But then in that case, it would just be child support. But I don't understand what do you need spousal support for?
So you don't think a man is ever supposed to be paid? Like he's ever supposed to be?
Because think about it. If I'm the mother,
supposed to receive spousal.
I'm paying you. And then you're probably just going to take that money and use it on yourself and then use it on the kids. So why not let the wife keep that money for the kids?
So I think it depends.
But it's not child support, it's spousal support.
But that's what I'm saying. What do you need it? What do you need it for as a man unless you broke?
For instance, right? Let's say I'm marrying somebody that makes way more than me, right? And I give up my career to take care of home and to travel with that person. Yeah. If we break up, I gave up my career for her carear.
That I understand.
So in that case, yes.
That's answering the question. Because I'm like, what do you need spousal support as a man for unless you're broke? Unless unless your only means of income was her.
I wasn't even going to say nothing because my just tells me, yo, I don't want you to address nothing anymore. And I be trying to keep it cute. But for you to call the Breakfast Club and be like, "Oh, the reason why I'm asking for spousal support is because she wants everything." Everything like what? Everything like what? The gifts that you gave me? Bitch, you want it back? All right, so give me the gifts that I gave you back. What? You want money for the house for Atlanta? Fine. We could split that. Whatever you put down on the house, we could split that. I don't give My house in Jersey, I bought it myself, so you're not getting shit from my house that I work my ass off. He acting like I be out and I be a whole week with no. I be with him once a week, 2 times a week. It gets to the point that my man go see me because I don't got time to go see him. He makes time for me because he know I'm busting my ass because he know how much this new era for me, my tour and my album means so much to me. But you don't like that. I don't even ask you for anything for the kids. All I ask is for you to spend time with them, and you haven't spent no time with them, bro. You say you was gonna go see the kids after you went when you did your Dominican Republic trip. You stood them up. You went to do a hosting in Boston, and you stood them up. You say you was gonna see the kids after Mother's Day, and you stood them up. My kids, my house is always open. My house is always open for you to see my kids, and you still haven't seen them. So why you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you all the time, and you know it. You talk to my kids every single day. It's not my fault you don't want to fly to New York. The saying that I'm trying to take everything. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me? I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Lamb truck. And the day that I bought my Maybach, the Maybach was $170,000. And I didn't have the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. You want to talk about the houses? First of all, my Jersey house, I bought that shit. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think because I don't want a house up north. But you know, my dream was always to have a property in New Jersey, in New York. So of course that's gonna be my property. I bought that shit with my sweat and tears. The Atlanta house, you have put me with the bill the last year. The last year you have put me with the bill. Just like you left me the last year, you have left me with the kids' bill. The last year, you have left me for a whole year straight. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. Y'all need to start adding right now, right? So my kids got their own driver. They pick them up from school, they drop them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on a driver for my kids. All right, cool. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. Wave school a year is $35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it this year at all. My cousin babysits Wave.
Offset requesting spousal support in the divorce with Cardi B is just... City Boys down $1 million. Like we are losing the plot. And y'all keep getting mad at women because they asking who gonna be the boys.
Exactly.
But who gonna be the boys? Like for real, who gonna be the boys? Spousal support from Cardi B when you know good and God well that she's finna be the main parent for them kids. Now he filed for joint custody. I'll give him that. But he also requested that Cardi B's house be the main residence for the kids, which we all knew was going to happen since your house has never been the main residence for any of your kids. I don't know, fellas. I think we need to have a conversation. I've been concerned about us for the last 10 to 100 business years. Okay, we've been down bad, and I feel like we're not coming back. It don't feel like a come up. Who gonna be the boys? And I just feel like he being the bitter baby daddy, because she with Mr. Diggs now. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong, but I know I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Offset, how is you going to ask Cardi for spousal support because she took the kids? That means you shouldn't ask for shit. Am I correct? Hold on. So Cardi B is going off on Twitter, right? She's going off on Offset. Yeah. I thought they was not together no more. I thought that she was happy with her new boo, right? Hold on. She is. And Offset seen that. That's why he had to come and her life. You see, people be like, oh, you know the people you marry, you always think people think they can. I just said. People like Cardi B, I feel like she is one of those girls who thought that she could marry a hood dude and change who he was. And then she shortly found out after having kids that she could not change that man, no matter if she changed him for the moment, she could not change him overall. Now back to him asking for spousal support. Why did you ask for spousal support when you was cheating on her with her money in the beginning? So you cheated on her with her money. Now she broke it off with you. And now since she won't allow you to see your kids, now all of a sudden you need spousal support. What, are you making money off the kids? And then she goes to say, I never kept the kids from you. So even if she did keep the kids from him, how does the two correlate? How does it correlate to if I don't see my kids, I need money? I'm not getting that. Ladies, we need prenups too for these men.
If y'all don't like women, just say that. Nobody is here to judge you. If you don't want to date us, trust me, we do not mind. The one thing I can say about the comment section is that they are so telling. I just went on that other app and I'm seeing the video with Cardi B talking about Offset, and I feel so bad for her. Like, my heart literally hurts for her. In the comment section, I'm seeing a man that follows me that I think I know from somewhere saying, finally, a woman has to pay up. I'm utterly disgusted. A lot of y'all be hating women so much that it gives you such a good feeling when you see a woman have to pay for something that is not even for her to pay for. It makes y'all so livid when you see a woman thriving and really able to leave a situation that she no longer wants to be in, or the situation doesn't deserve her anymore. It makes some of y'all sick to y'all's stomach watching a woman be able to leave so easily because she don't need somebody for something. She don't need her man to provide her lifestyle. And I literally wrote underneath his comment, insane comment. It really makes me feel like, what are the relationship that y'all have with y'all mothers? That's why it is so key and pivotal when people speak about dating, they always say that you should ask about what is your relationship with your mother? Yeah. What is your relationship with your father? Because that is so telling about the type of person you are and how you view women and how you view men. I literally went to that guy's page with every intention to unfollow him because his name looked familiar, but I'm like, oh, I'm not even following you anyways. Cool. But like I said, if y'all hate women, just say that. I'd rather y'all put that in your bio instead of a Bible verse. The hate that y'all be having for women is diabolical when there's so many of us that just want to protect y'all.
Offset is ultimately one of the worst kind of baby daddies you ever want to have. He seen Cardi having a blast this past Memorial weekend and said, you know what, it's time for me to shut it down. This man said the fun is over. He realized he couldn't win that little hoe-off that they were having, so he said, bet, I'm about to run your pockets. Asking for spousal support is wicked work, especially when you haven't seen your kids since March. And Cardi's the one who's already paying for everything, down to the house that he's living in. Correction, him and his girlfriend. Yes, girlfriend. This man has a whole girlfriend, and he's still worried about his ex-wife. Cardi's crash out is valid. I just can't understand the fact that Offset chose to cheat on his wife multiple times. She took him back, and now that she's moved on, you want to ask her for some spousal support? This man will not give up. He truthfully lost me when he decided he wanted to send tapes to the people that she was dating. This man is sick in the head. Like, you can't be serious.
Offset says he doesn't need Cardi B, but then asks for spousal support. Like, which one is it? You need help or you don't need help? You broke or you got money?
Exactly.
Like, Offset is really acting like a BM, and he's really giving bitter baby daddy. He's going out sad, and I don't think that they should grant a cheating, gambling, addicted person money from their spouse after he done did all that he did to her. Like, how do you want spousal support? You want joint custody, but then you still want the kids to live with Cardi? Like, make it make sense. You just want the money. Just say it. Like, at this point, literally, without Cardi, he's literally nothing. And I say that in the nicest way possible. Like, why are you asking for all this when you're the one that went out and cheated on her? You're the one that went and cheated on her, and now you want spousal support. Be so for real. Like, man, she gave that man 3 kids, and now he wants to get paid out of it. Like, this is really blowing my mind. Like, this just makes no sense. This is really selfish and greed.
Biggest takeaway that I really want y'all to keen in on about this Offset requesting spousal support from Cardi B is that it can happen to you too. There is a huge misconception about divorce settlements that they favor women, when in reality, historically, women have been the ones to stay at home, not make as much money as their partner. Therefore, once they got divorced, odds are the woman is going to be entitled to alimony, plus she's typically the primary custodial parent, so child support as well. Those days are long gone. Once women got the right to pursue careers and be in charge of their own finances, we literally took off sprinting. So it is not abnormal anymore, especially in the Black community, for the woman to be the breadwinner. So please keep in mind when you are dating, and I do mean dating because you don't have to be married to have to pay some type of support. There is also this thing called palimony, and if you are in a long-term relationship with a man and y'all are commingling finances, they can have a claim to palimony, which is spousal support as well. You need to keep that in mind. And that's not just for women, that's men as well. Because once y'all get married, especially once y'all get married and there is a huge wage disparity, you're basically taking on another dependent. And it doesn't stop being your dependent once y'all get divorced or once y'all break up.
Spousal support is crazy. Do y'all remember last year, Cardi B commented on my TikTok. We got to it back and forth because I said her man, I didn't say he was broke, but I said that she was the breadwinner. And she was, she was going to bat for her man. She was trying to defend her husband. Remember, she tried to cuss me out. The videos are private because my hair wasn't done and they started posting them on the blog sites. But that's besides the point. The man has just amended his divorce filing to ask for spousal support from her. So I can't tell. I don't know if he's just being spiteful because she's moving on, or now that he is not in a 2-income household, he is realizing that he ain't got it like he said he got it. He's realizing how expensive things are, and he ain't bringing in as much as he's putting out, right? And y'all could say what y'all want about Cardi B. Oh, she's not dropping music, blah, blah, blah. She don't need to. That lady is rich. And one thing about her, as somebody who was talk crap about her, I said in the video, she is the breadwinner. She don't have to drop no music. People love Cardi B because she's Cardi B, because of her personality on social media. She was big even before, the music, because of her personality on, Love and Hip Hop. People just like her. And she's been on live multiple times talking about how, she invests her money, right? So I think that she is very financially literate. And she's good. And people still book her to listen to them songs that she dropped, 7 years ago. She still has hosting. She's still making money. She's good. And so, and I just think it's crazy. In the divorce filings, it says that, he's asking for joint custody, but her home to be the primary residence. So why, if the kids are going to be primarily living with her, why are you getting spousal support? You need to be giving her child support to offset the cost of, the children running around the house and running up the light bill and nannies and all of that. You need to be paying if she's the primary residence. I'm not understanding. It's just giving that this divorce is about to get very messy. Hopefully she don't cuss me out for this video, but it's giving it's going to be messy.
Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Love to know your own take down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. And let me know what you think about why Offset is asking for a spouse support now that the divorce is moving forward. So anyway, guys, for me personally, hearing and seeing this on the news, and even Offset admitting that he is asking for spouse support is really ridiculous. I feel like it's because he knows that Cardi B has moved on and Cardi B is doing fine without him. Now he is the one crashing out. Remember a couple of months ago, he was crashing out and Cardi B came right for him. He's crashing out again, seeing that she's gone. She's moved on. She has another man. She's living her best life. She's all right without me. And that's the thing a lot with men. They feel like they can get away with disrespecting you, disappointing you, cheating on you over and over again because you keep letting them. And they don't realize that for a woman, sometimes it can take long for a woman to walk away. But when she does, it's almost like light bulb, you start looking for her. And for me, I believe this time around that Cardi B is done. We all know that Cardi B and Offset has gone the back and front about, oh, divorce, not divorce, back together, divorce, not back together. But I think this time is for real, and Offset is feeling it that it's for real. He knows that they've gone the back and front for so long, and he feels like, I can wheel her back and all that. But now reality is hitting on bra, and he's like, oh my goodness, I've lost him. And a lot of men do this way. They let go of something good that is happening to them. They don't treat what they have in front of them like it's gold, and when it's gone, then they are crashing out. And Offset, like everybody's saying, it doesn't make sense, man. Go read at the condition you're asking for this divorce and everything. It doesn't make sense. You said you want the children to be with Cardi B. You said you don't need child support. You said you don't need the money, but you want spouse support. Why? Is it that you're broke? Is it that, yes, Cardi B has been the one holding on the house since financially other than you? And I won't be surprised. The truth is that a lot of us women don't know the power we have in our homes, in our community. We don't know, but these men know. And a lot of the time, we cover the men in our family, in our homes. We cover them because we don't want to bruise their ego and make it seem like they are the provider, where in reality, women are mostly the provider, and still they're holding the children down, holding the home down, taking care of the kids. And the same that woman, you still want to cheat. And for me, I believe that is because Cardi B is doing way better than him. I feel like that's why he keeps going back to cheat on her. That's why he keeps on to humiliate her. He wants to disgrace her. He wants to. I feel like that's why he keeps doing it, because that is in. We've established it. A lot of these men, they don't like us, especially when they see that we're doing better than them, when they see that we're striving better than them, even when we're with them. Is even worse when we're not with them. So ladies, be very, very careful when, if you're getting married, you're in a relationship and all that, be very, very careful. To who? Always separate your finance. Always separate your finance. I will always say that anytime as a woman. Always see, sometimes the lovey-dovey is lovey-dovey, but always be very financially intelligent. Don't be carried away by the butterflies in your stomach, by the emotions, but be very, very logical with your finance, the money you make, how you make your money, and how the paperwork about your money in your relationship is. Ladies, always protect yourself financially, because that's one power they use to control us. So always protect yourself financially. Anyway, guys, I really want to know what you guys think about this conversation, this story, down in the comment section. Why do you think Offset is asking for this? And do you think Offset is broke? Do you think Cardi B is overreacting? And you can clearly see that Cardi B has already lashed out talking about how she's the one catering for the entire home. And still, she has not reached out for Offset for a dime. You see? So she can do it all by herself. And that's the fear a lot of us ladies we have, where we feel like we can be by ourselves, or we can be without him. We have history. I've invested so much time and energy. I can't let it go. Girl, please. Please. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We are banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that will be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Doozy.